Hello, my name's James Stileman and I'm the Executive Director of the UK-based charity Christian Books Worldwide. We provide pastors in the majority world who have limited theological education and resources with sound Bible-based books to equip them for ministry. Our operations include book distribution, translation and publication, and and audiobooks. Now this video is about Myanmar, a country which has been the focus of international attention following the military coup there just over 2 weeks ago at the beginning of February. The situation in Myanmar remains extremely tense, with the military dictatorship clampdown ever more fierce in the wake of daily protests. But although there have been regular communication blackouts across the country, we managed to hook up with two of our partners there to find out how CBW has been helping to resource pastors in Myanmar in recent years. At the bottom of the screen is Pastor Timothy Mang, based in Yangon, Myanmar's largest city. And top left is Pastor Ruel Uk in Hakka, a city in the mountainous Chin state, bordering India and Bangladesh.
My name is Timothy Mang. I was born and brought up in Chin state near India border. Then the Lord called me to serve Him, and I studied churches and I started Bible school. And back in 2000, we come down to Yangon City in Myanmar with the Bible College. Now I am the principal of the Bible College. The Lord bless the Bible College. We have graduated over 800 students, and 98% of the graduates, they are in the ministry. We thank God for that. And not only the Bible College, now I am working as the National Director of Bibles International Society. That is a Bible society based in the headquarters is in Grand Rapids. And I am also a Bible translator. I translated the Bible, the Phlam Chin Bible into, in Phlam Chin Bible, I spent 16 years and it was printed in 2018. And the people are reading and appreciate that Bible. And also I involved in translation books and writing books and literature ministry. And moreover, I also have other two ministry, that is church planting movement. We form biblical faith missions, and we have now 93 church planters, frontline missionaries. By God's grace, we have planted 73 churches, mission churches, small churches among the unreached people group. And another ministry is children home. We have orphanage ministry. So thank you very much. I'm glad to work with Christian Books Worldwide.
And you've translated books for us, haven't you? For Christian Books Worldwide.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Now, Timothy, explain the link between you and Ruluk and how you know each other and Christian Books Worldwide's connection, and get Ruluk to explain something in his own language as well, so we can hear him speak.
Yeah, let me begin, then Ruluk can speak. So Ruluk is known by many people among Chin people, Hakka Chin people, and Phlam Chin people, and Mizo people. He has been an evangelist for over 50 years. He traveled here and there and conducted evangelistic meetings, and many people got saved through Ruluk's preaching. He has many spiritual children, and my wife is one of his spiritual children. And he is known by many people, and we really highly respected him. And when I become a preacher, evangelist, and a pastor, then I come to meet him, and he become my good friend. And at that time, Ruel was the director of Chin Evangelical Fellowship. And he invited me to come to Hakka and to be a speaker for him, annual convention for Chin Evangelical Fellowship. And 3 times I was with him. Then whenever he came down to Yangon and he stayed with me, and he wrote books by himself in Hakka and Mizo, and not only preaching. So when he saw the book that I translated, there's Pastor and Teacher and Mystery Voice, and he read it. Rualuk speaks Hakka and Mizo and Falam as his mother tongues, fluently, 3 languages. Then he said that these books, the Hakka speaking people also need this book. Pastor and Teacher, Mystery Voice. Then he asked me, if I translate, can you print? I don't know, but I will tell to Christian Books Worldwide. Then he did translate into Hakka, and Mystery Voice he translated into Mizo language also. So I informed to Christian Books Worldwide. So Christian Books Worldwide printed both Pastor and Teacher and Mystery Voice in Hakka language and Mizo language. So this book, Mystery Voice, we sent to Mizoram and distributed to many people, and many people appreciate, and they send me thank you letters to me. We like these books. This book has been a great blessing to me, and things like that. So in that way, Rual Uk and I work together. Mr. Rual Uk is also a Bible translator. He translated into Hakka language, and whenever he come down to Rangoon, Yangon, he stayed with me and he did his Bible translation work. At the same time, he translated books and he read books. So in that way, we work together.
Very good. Now let's hear from Rualuk. What was so special about those 2 books that made him so determined to translate them?
Holy Pa, nang makaro rin thian dui, Pastor and Teacher le Mystery Voice ka, jiang ruang hal khatong le mizo tong lo ri le na du nak san ti mi ka, kun tong la.
Semi ka, kami falam tong ka kasawi ka share te ka hin, kan rama hin Pastor le zirnat tim izir tu tim itsa ukhi. Kan tulbi mi chao pakada city hi ka munga ngali.
Mr. Rualuk said, when I was at your house, I read Pastor and Teacher and Falam language. So in the Hakka language also, we did not have that kind of book, pastoral ministry. So I was a pastor, and others, pastor friends, they did not read that kind of book. I did not read that kind of book. So I come to see the needs of that book by the people, especially the pastors in the Hakka speaking people. That's why I had a burden to translate into Hakka language.
Very good. I'm just going to show our viewers the 2 books in English. Hang on a second. So I've got the 2 books here. This is Pastors and Teachers in English that was translated into Falanchin by Timothy and then translated by Rualuk into
Hakka.
So that's one of the books, Pastors and Teachers. And it was only by reading this in Falanchin that he realized how much the pastors in his area of Myanmar were missing out on good teaching, good training. And the other book is Mysterious Ways. I wonder if Rualuk could explain why he thought Mysterious Ways was such a good book.
Mystery Ways is a book he's young wrong len do young to kin sabucha seat in the moy ha kalimizo in a lenak san he.
Kami gale nak santa ka zao ke ke matlain uksomli lai karangan Vietnam kami vet zao ka kan rama hin kamuda kelobe churuanga chon khami kha ale chu athatok dinge ti kha karwa mi ka mu bi chase.
Mr. Roald said that it is a unique book, especially God's providence in terms of trouble and in terms of bad times. We, the Christians, especially the Chin people, we have been suffering all kinds of difficulties. We have been under military dictatorship, a lot of persecution, and a lot of difficulties. So this book, in the life of yourself, even though we are in the midst of trouble and sufferings, God is in control, and God has a plan and a purpose. The providence of God is a great blessing. So by reading this book, I have a strong confidence that God is in control. So that theme, that message touched my heart.
Oh, hallelujah! That's very. I think that's been a great blessing. This book has been a great blessing to many people. It's one of our most translated books around the world. Gentlemen, I wonder if we could hear a little bit more about the difficulties and suffering that you've experienced. There is quite a big difference between being in Hakka and being in Yangon. I wonder if you could explain how different it is in those two, how the two communities view each other, perhaps.
Hakka is the capital city of Chin State. Chin State is Christian state. In Hakka city, let's say 99% of the people are Christians. Everywhere a church, but Yangon, 99% of the people will be 99.8 will be Buddhist. So a big difference. And Yangon is the biggest city and the most populated city, and non-Christians and business. We the Christians are very, very small. And Chin State is, we feel, in Christian worship and witnessing, like freedom. So they can sing a song loudly, they can pray loudly, they can preach loudly. But here in Yangon City, during the military dictatorship in the past time, so we dare not to sing, we dare not to pray loudly, so it's more difficult.
What's it like right now? There was the coup on Monday. Are you able to move around?
Just the beginning. Since this is just the beginning, we don't know yet. So even the military, the ruling, the military also, I think they are not just settled down, and people believe that things will be more difficult like before, but we don't know. So in Yangon City, the people of Yangon City is quiet.
Well, as you've just heard, that interview was recorded just a few days after the coup started, when the citizens of Myanmar were waiting to see what would happen next. Since then, sadly, tensions have risen with more arrests, internet blackouts, and even shots being fired at protesters. So do please pray for the people of Myanmar, particularly the Christians, who are in a tiny minority in the major cities. Please pray for the ministry of Timothy Mang in Yangon as he translates books for CBW. And pray for the rural communities served by faithful pastors such as Rualuk. Good Christian books are so scarce in their native languages. We long to resource these communities and greatly appreciate the support from our volunteers and donors in the past. And if you'd like to help, please get in touch through our website, christianbooksworldwide.org. Thank you.